Imagine a newly united Arabia facing down a 1,200-year-old superpower. No one expected the desert warriors to stand a chance, but one man, Khalid ibn al-Walid, would prove the world wrong. This is how a desert general broke the backbone of the Persian Empire. By 632 CE, the Arabian Peninsula was fractured no more. Under the leadership of the first caliph, Abu Bakr, and the military genius of Khalid ibn al-Walid, the Ridda Wars were over. Arabia was united under Islam. But instead of settling, Abu Bakr did something radical. He looked east. To the east stood the Sassanid Persian Empire, ancient, sophisticated, and powerful. They had ruled for over 1,200 years, mastering trade, art, and war. Most leaders would have paused, consolidated, but not Abu Bakr. He chose to confront an empire with warriors of the desert, and Khalid was chosen to lead. Khalid wasn't just a warrior, he was a strategist. His first step wasn't brute force. He sent a false letter to the Persian general, misleading them about his army's route. While they prepared for a frontal attack, Khalid maneuvered elsewhere, drawing them into a deadly game of deception. The Persians, weighed down by heavy armor, began chasing shadows. From Basra to Kazma, then to Huf, they marched relentlessly, never meeting the enemy, but growing weaker each day. Khalid was draining them without a single sword raised. When the Persians finally decided to stand and fight, they used a traditional tactic, the chain formation. Soldiers were literally chained to each other to eliminate the possibility of retreat. They were ready to die where they stood. But Khalid had one more move to make before battle truly began. Before armies clashed, a duel was customary. The Persian champion Hus stepped forward, and Khalid accepted. Steel rang through the desert air. One strike, then silence. Hus was dead. The Persian lines trembled, but they had one more trick up their sleeve. If Khalid had died in that duel, a hidden Persian unit would have crushed the leaderless Arab force. But Khalid survived, and just as the ambush descended, his comrade, Qaqa ibn Amr, arrived, cutting down the attackers in a wave of fury. Now, the full battle began. With the Persian line chained and exhausted, and Arab morale soaring, Khalid led the charge. Precision, speed, fearlessness. The Persians fell, one by one. What was once thought to be an impenetrable line shattered in the desert sun. This victory wasn't just a battle, it was a message. The Persian Empire had cracked, and Khalid wasn't finished. From this moment forward, the gates to Persia lay open. The myth of their invincibility was broken. Khalid ibn al-Walid would go down in history as Saif Allah, the sword of God. And this was just the beginning. Next, he would turn to the west, where the Byzantine Empire waited. Subscribe, because we're just getting started.